Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor Kulbhushan Chandel from Himachal Pradesh University, Shimla. Today we are going to talk on the module Scientific Way of Doing Marketing Research from paper Marketing Management. Let me discuss what we are going to learn from this very module. We will be studying the scope of marketing research. We will discuss the classification of marketing research along with the major tasks involved in marketing research. We will be describing the main features of good marketing research. We will be explaining in detail the process of marketing research, and finally we will be focusing upon that where the marketing research could be applied practically. Let me just introduce the topic, the marketing research. Marketing research involves applied research. It is implied research. Basic or pure research attempts to expand the limits of the knowledge. It is not aimed at solving the particular practical problem. Applied research is conducted when a decision needs to be made about the special real-life problems. Marketing research focuses on the applied research studies which are conducted to answer questions about the specific marketing problems or to make decisions about the particular course of action. Strategies or policies, the scientific methods, the techniques and procedures are used to follow study, recognize and understand the marketing phenomena, the situation facing an organization. As defined by the Philip Kotler, the marketing research is a systematic design, collection, analysis and reporting of relevant data to the specific business, specific marketing situation facing an organization. Marketing research, while we are discussing the scope of marketing research, it comprises of the activities which enables the organizations to obtain the market information which the business need about its environment, marketing mix, present and potential customers. The scope of marketing is very wide, which starts before the production and end after the sale of the product. Market research provide the answer of many queries like what is the product, at which price the product is to be sold, who are the present and the potential customers, and why they are motivated to buy the product, and how they are buying it, and when they are buying it, when they will be buying the product, and where the market will be there to buy that very particular product. The scope of marketing research covers all these areas, which may include the consumer research. It may include the market research. It may include the product research. It includes the pricing research. It includes the sales research. It includes the advertising research. It includes the sales promotion research. It includes the distribution research and the other kind of marketing mix researches which otherwise they covers under the marketing. Consumer research refers to the study of consumer behavior, attitude, perceptions, beliefs, past, present and futures, their buying patterns, lifestyle, satisfaction level, etc. The consumer research includes the followings. It includes the identification of consumer needs and satisfaction level from the product or services. It includes also the identification of buyer's behavior and buying pattern, determination of demographic characteristics of consumers in terms of age, sex, income, education, background, and etc. ascertaining the consumer satisfaction level. The consumer research do include assessing consumer brand preferences. The consumer research is one of the major marketing research areas and invariably used for consumer preference for durable products and also for service-oriented industries like hotel, restaurants, travel, clinics, hospitals, education, and policy services. The consumer research is a very skilled assignment and can be handled by experienced behavior scientists, psychologists, and statisticians. Market research. Market refers to the study of group of present and potential consumers. The type of research is confined to market operations and factors influence them, like study of supply-demand positions, distribution logistics, competitors' profile, and type of distribution system. The market research briefly includes the size of present and potential market, ascertaining competitors' marketing strategy and its operation in the market, ascertaining demand conditions and factors influencing them. It also includes the ascertaining of demand and sales forecasting of product, and also focus on the impact or knowing the impact of the legislative laws and government duties, government policies in market demand fluctuations. Product research. Product research refers to the measuring and analyzing the effectiveness of product and service in meeting the needs and wants of the target market. The research is useful in finding if any change is needed in product attributes, product features, and packaging. The area of product research may include evaluating product performance in terms of customer satisfaction, brand preferences, sales profitability, perceived value, and future trends. It may include the determination of modification in the existing product lines and also includes the determination of consumer acceptances with regard to the new products. It undertakes and assess the market acceptability of competing products, brands, and substitute products. Test markets and new products, they are also included in it. Testing, packaging, designs, layouts, and formats, they are also included in the product research. Moreover, it also determines the new applications or new uses of existing or modified products. It is determining the new areas of markets for existing products or modified product. And finally, it is also focusing on the brand positioning. Price research. Price is a very significant aspect of any marketing activity. If we say that the pricing is can be referred as a value that a customer want to pay in the exchange of goods and services, it will not be wrong. Marketing research in the area of pricing attempts to find out the price expectations, actions, and reactions of the present and potential consumers. The following are the area of pricing research: determining the price expectations of consumers in various markets, analyzing the pricing policy and strategies of competitors, developing and analyzing the alternative pricing strategies, and understanding and measuring the consumer's reactions to fix the price of a product. Sales research. The ultimate objective of any marketing company or business firm is to improve or at least sustain sales and necessary research which is relevant to take strategic decisions, and such research activities are used in determining and appraising sales activities, selling methods, and systems. It also includes the assessment of sales territories and sale quota, sales forecasting, assessing needs of sales force like planning, strengths, recruitment, training, and compensation system that is also a part of strategic decisions or sales research. Credit policy, customer credit rating system, customer segmentation, customers profile studies, sales policies, and moreover the assessment of sales and growth and market share that may be included or that is also included while going for the sales research. Advertising research. Advertising research is one of the very important market research activity and concerned with the whole gamut of consumer likings and preferences, brand preferences, and media research. The purpose of this research is to bring the company's product or brand nearer to the target customers with the aid of communication through the most effective media. The objective is to determine the right type of message or media, the time, the duration, and evaluation of such communication exercises. The advertising research would be useful all kind of marketing activities. We can discuss the areas where the marketing advertising research that may be just carried out. It covers the evaluation of advertising message and product appeal. It is evaluating the most effective media, means the media effectiveness it itself just covers. Determining the time and duration of advertising campaign, research pertaining to the post-advertising campaign, and evaluation of brand awareness and product awareness. Sales promotion research. Sales promotion research is very important for products in maturity and decline stages, and also where competition is very still. The promotion research will help to identify the types of promotional exercises to be carried out for the particular target audience. The sales promotion research may have the following objectives: determining the type of sales promotion, determining the extent and duration and timing of sales promotion, the research pertaining to sales and profit after sales promotion, and customer response to sales promotion and future that is also taken while doing the sales promotion research. Distribution research. Distribution research has two dimensions like channel research and physical distribution research. Channel research finds the possible solution of intermediaries problems between producer to consumers. Physical distribution research deals with the problems relating to holding, handling, and transportation of products. Other marketing mix research. The other research activities of marketing mix like distribution channel research, physical distribution research, and pricing research are important activities which are undertaken as and when required for the formulation of marketing strategies. The objective of such research are identifying the appropriate intermediaries or distribution members and distribution network structure for successful marketing of products. It is also carried out to evaluate the existing distribution network and to make some sort of suggestions for modifications if it is necessary. It is evaluating the performance of distribution channel members, and it helps or it is carried out to determine the performance incentives for dealers' performance and improvement in dealers' operations. And it is also helpful for determining the pricing policies, strategies along with competitors' pricing strategies. It is evaluating the consumer's response to product price and product quality. It is also evaluating the assessment of pricing strategy or structure for distribution network. Classifications of marketing research. Marketing research can be classified into two broad categories. Problem identification research. It is undertaken to identify the problems which are not apparent on the surface and yet exist or likely to arise in the future. For example, identification research. Now see, when we are just discussing the problem identification, the research comprises of market potential, market share, brand or the company image, sales analysis, sales forecasting, and business trend research may be the example of this type of research. Then the problem solving research. It is undertaken to help in solving the specific business problems and to arrive at a solution after the problem is identified. The findings of the problem-solving research are used in making the decisions which help in solving the specific marketing problems. Majority of the organizations follow this research for solving marketing problems. The main issues undertaken in this study includes segmentation, product pricing, promotion, and distribution research. Problem identification research and problem solving research go hand in hand, and given marketing research project can have both types of research together. Marketing research tasks. Marketing research comprises of variety of tasks. Some of them can be discussed as under. It includes the specification of information needed for addressing the issues. It comprises the design of methods for collecting data. It includes management and implementation of the data collection process. It includes the analysis of the data using statistical tools and arriving at the interpretations and findings, and it also focuses upon the reporting of the findings and their implementations. Features of good marketing research. Good marketing research refers to the research that provide the objectives of business organization and users of the research report. Good marketing research generates dependable data that are derived by the professionally conducted practices and that can be used reliably for making marketing decisions. It must include, say, the clearly defined objectives, the objectives of the marketing research that researcher is speaking to accomplish such as increase in sales, reduction in cost, and so on, say to improve the consumer satisfaction, etc., should be clearly defined. The scope and the limitations of problems should be demarcated clearly. Then the translation of objectives to the research problems. On the basis of objectives of research, the researcher has to formulate the research problems or the hypothesis of the research study to be undertaken to translate the objectives into the research problem. Hence, it is said that a research is as good as the research proposal is. Detailed research process. There are various stages of research, and in systematic and scientific research, a researcher has to define the complete research process with input, output at each stage, and where it is required an illustration of the process also be explained. Thoroughly planned research design. Research design is a framework within which the researcher has to conduct his study. It is detailed procedure necessary for obtaining the informations required for solving the research problems. In the good research, the research designed is scientifically developed to arrive at right conclusions. Then it comes the highly standards, ethical standards. Ethics is the core of any research undertaken to arrive at the truth. Ethical issues in research reflects moral concerns and responsible behavior of the researcher in the realm of research activities. Then it is the limitations, which should be clearly defined. The limitations, the scope, and key factors should be clearly defined in the good research. So, as a researcher has to perform his study within the specified framework and environment, those specified environment and limitations must be given clearly. Then the adequate analysis of the data. The analysis of the data should be wide-ranging, enough to reveal the significance of the study. The validity of the data should be checked thoroughly and carefully through statistical methods. Then it comes the justified conclusions and findings. Interpretations should justify the original objectives of the research project and analysis of the data. So the conclusions and findings should be logically organized and presented in the words, tables, graphs, to smoothen the progress of the management in arriving at correct marketing decisions. Then the experience of the researcher. The experience, knowledge, skill, and expertise of the researcher play a very significant role in the area of good marketing research. Marketing research process. Any problem or the issue of marketing research project have to go through with a research process. The marketing research process comprises of the various stages or steps in a sequential and planned manner to guide the researcher from the beginning to the end. Marketing research process start from the problem formulation. It focuses upon where the problem that is to be focused for the research purpose. And in the second stage, the selection of research methodology that is done, which is based upon the various literature available on the similar kind of study, or say the similar kind of problems and how they are to be sorted out, and the research methodology
that is the basis of the entire research that comes in the second step. In the third step, the research design that is developed, that itself indicate the entire research proposal, how the entire research process will be carried out. In the fourth stage, the selection of data and collection of data techniques that is discussed, that how the different types of data that is collected, whether the primary data, whether the secondary data, but how it will be collected for the research purpose. The actual collection of the data that is taken at the fifth stage, data actually how it is collected, and it is collected at the fifth stage that comes like that. The sixth stage is the analysis and interpretation of the data. Various tools, whether the statistical tools or other kinds of tools which are appropriate as per the requirement of the data, they are applied and the data is interpreted, analyzed, and finally the interpretation that is made. The final step in the marketing research process, that is the preparation of the research report, that includes the total summary of the research which we are carrying out, and the conclusions which you are making, and whatever things you are suggesting, that is included in the steps research report.
Problem formulation. The first stage involves defining the research problems and objectives. The entire process is based on the problem definition and its formulation. While formulating the research problems, the researcher should consider the purpose of the study and the necessary information regarding the background and how the collected information will be used in the decision making is decided. The researcher shall, in this very stage, decide about the research objectives and alternative course of actions, and also the state, the form of research hypothesis to be examined. This stage comprises of discussions between researchers and decision-making managers, interviews with the industry experts, and analysis of secondary data and some qualitative research. Then it comes the selection of research methodology. Appropriate research methodology selection depends upon the nature of the research problem and the availability of the existing knowledge and information. Generally, marketing researchers uses experimental and non-experimental research. In experimental research, at least one variable is subject to the intervention by the researcher. In non-experimental research, there is no intervention. Thus, the difference between the methodologies lies in the control of, say, extraneous variables by the researchers. The researcher should decide about the research design and also about the methodology proposed for the project. The methodology is the three types, having three types: the exploratory, the descriptive, and the causal itself. Exploratory research aims at collection of preliminary information which helps in defining the research problem and suggesting the hypothesis. The objectives of descriptive research are to be described, and that must includes the marketing problems, the situations or the markets, and the causal research aims at testing hypotheses about cause and effect relationships.
Developing research design. The next step is to develop the research design. The design is a specification of methods and procedures for acquiring information needed by the researcher. It provides the necessary framework for the research work and for collecting the required information. The choice of design depends upon the depth and extent of data required, the cost, and the benefits of the research, urgency of the work, and the time availability of the project. This blueprint is in the form of research proposal, which is just a brief description of the purpose and the scope, specific objectives, sample designs, data collections, procedures, data analysis plan, time frame, and estimated cost for the contemplated project. Selection of data collection techniques. After developing the research design, the next step is deciding and selecting the specific techniques to be used to collect the required data. Data is the raw material to be used by the researcher for converting the information into the information pertaining to the problem at hand. Research instruments are used to gather the data. Questionnaire and observations are such instruments which are used in data collection. Data is normally classified as secondary data and primary data. The secondary data consists of the information which already exists and have been collected for some other purpose. Before starting on the process of primary data collection, the researcher must go through the secondary data sources. It is always advantageous to the researchers. Sometimes secondary data is sufficient for the research study. Secondary data is of two types, internal and external. Whereas the primary data consists of the data collected for the first time by the researcher for the specific purpose at hand. Primary data collection approaches include observation, survey, and experiment. The research tools used for primary data collection are questionnaires or mechanical instruments like audio tapes, videotapes, CCTV cameras, etc. The most commonly used method is interview and questionnaire method, which is commonly used technique for the collection of data. Actual data collection. The next step involves actual collection of data using the decided techniques and tools. Some companies uses in-house researchers to collect the data or seek the help of outside consultants. It could be a combination of both also. It depends upon various factors like budget, the time availability and degree of accuracy, nature of project, and complexity of information needed. Proper selection, training, supervision, and evaluation of the field officer is necessary to minimize the data collection errors. Analysis and interpretation of data. The data collected will be in the raw form always. It needs tabulation, the analysis, and interpretation by using the statistical tools and methods. The other kind of data analysis techniques, they can also be used for analyzing and interpreting the data. This procedure is dependent upon the sampling procedures, measurement of the data collection techniques, and the requirement of the data itself. The commonly used measures are ordinal scales, Likert scales, semantic differential scales, and multi-dimensional scaling for the analysis and interpretation of the data. preparation of research report. The last step in marketing research is the preparation of research report. The final report consists of the findings, results, and recommendations prepared in an accurate, clear, complete, and concise form. The report documents the research methodology followed, research designs, data collection, and analysis procedures adapted for the research purpose. The findings should be presented in simple, understandable format using tables, figures, and graphs so that management could easily comprehend and use them for decision-making process. Applications of marketing research. Marketing research finds application in a variety of business situations. Some of the examples can be as under: customer research. In customer research, the consumer behavior, buying influences, consumer profiles, motivations, they can be undertaken for the research purpose. Market or demand research. It may include the market size, the potential to be analyzed, the market profile, the market share, the sales forecasting, etc. Product or brand research. Product uses study, product line, testing new products, brand preferences may be taken for the application of research, marketing research purpose. The competition research. The competition analysis, competitive structure, competitors' products, pricing, promotion, channel policies, and selling methods may be included. In price research, evaluation of pricing strategies, assessing pricing patterns of the industries or competitors may be taken for as a tool or as a particular aspect for the application of marketing research. While sales methods research is testing new sales programs, analyzing sales problems, sales territory analysis, and target fixation may also be the application areas of marketing research.
So the students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. We have learned that the marketing research involves applied research, basic or pure research, which attempts to expand the limits of the knowledge. It is not only aimed at solving the particular practical problems. Applied research is conducted when a decision needs to be made about the specific real life situation of the problem. Marketing research focuses on applied research studies, which are conducted to answer questions about the specific marketing problems or to make decisions about the particular course of actions, strategies, or policies. Scientific methods, techniques, and procedures are used to follow, study, recognize, and understand the marketing phenomena. Marketing research comprises of the activities which enable the organization to obtain the market information which the business need about the environment, marketing mix, present and potential customers. The scope of marketing is very wide, which starts well before the production and end after the sales of goods. Market research provides the answer to many queries like what is the product, at what price it is to be sold, who are the present and potential customers, and why they are motivated to buy the product, and how they are buying it, when they are buying it, and from where they are buying the product itself. Marketing research is having of two types. One that it focusing on the problem identification research and problem solving research. Problem identification research is undertaken to identify the problem which are not apparent on the surface and yet exist and are likely to arise in the future. Whereas the problem solving research is undertaken to help in solving the specific marketing problem and to arrive at a solution after the problem is identified. The findings of the problem solving research are used in making the decisions which help in solving the specific marketing problems. A majority of the organizations follow this research for solving marketing problems. Good marketing research refers to the research that serves the objectives of business organizations and users of the research reports. Good marketing research generates dependable data that are derived by professionally conducted practices and that can be used reliably for making marketing decisions. On contrary, the poor research is carelessly planned and conducted, resulting the data that a marketing manager cannot use to minimize the risk in business decision making. Though there is no specific criteria laid down for evaluating the quality of research study, yet good research follow the standards. The scientific, systematic, and empirically based procedures for generating replicable research. Marketing research finds application in a variety of business situations, like customer research is applicable in customer behavior, buying influences, consumer profile, motivation, and product or the brand researches is applicable in product usage studies, product line, testing new products, and brand preferences.